This week, we were engulfed by The Mist, Frank Darabont's 2007 creature feature turned existential gut punch, starring Thomas Jane, Marcia Gay Harden, and Laurie Holden, based on Stephen King's novella. After a violent storm of mysterious mist traps survivors in a Maine grocery store where the danger outside may be nothing compared to the fear growing within. The Mist arrived in theaters to mixed fanfare, was overshadowed at the box office, and then quietly became one of the most passionately defended genre films of the 2000s. Are we card-carrying members of the cult, or did we find that the fog of nostalgia obscured some cracks in the foundation? Find out on this Cult Classics review. Good film hunting.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So, Gary, this one, first of all, let's do some Rotten Tomatoes with it. So 74 with the critics, 65 with the audience. I'm going to go with that's about accurate for me.
Close.
My opinion.
But, I'd be remiss, Andy.
Oh, shit.
If I didn't say we have a sponsor for this show.
Oh, good.
And let me go ahead and roll that clip.
This episode is sponsored by Arrowhead Home and Tentacle Defense, makers of the region's most trusted fog-adjacent protection solutions. Whether it is claws at the loading dock, spiders in the pharmacy, or a very long leg coming through the garage, Arrowhead helps you prepare for what science politely calls unfortunate. Get 50% off your first month of protection by logging on to arrowheadhomedefense.com/GFH.
When your home is tentacle-ridden, or an evil force that is hidden, you can call our number or visit our site, and soon your troubles will be mostly set right. Call Arrowhead Home and Tentacle Defense.
Hey!
Did it say mostly set right?
Yes, mostly. Just mostly.
I also like the pharmacy spider.
That
was a nice pull there. If you haven't seen the movie, that's part of the movie.
Yeah.
So
if you haven't, what the hell you wait for? This is from 2007.
Timely. So Gary, what brought us to this, right, is we were working on this episode, and we both, I think if I remember correctly, we actually recorded an episode and then realized we should have read the story ahead of time so we could compare the two.
Right.
And I think you said, "Oh, did you watch the miniseries?" And I was like, "I don't know what you're talking about." So then I went and watched the miniseries. So there's three things we'll talk about in this. So this is a re-recording. So right now we're talking about the original movie that was put out in 2007, directed by Frank Darabont, who is a master of Stephen King film adaptations, so to speak.
Good words.
I was struggling there.
Good comments, Andy. Good comments.
I don't have it. I lost my word for a minute. It's good.
Well, you'd expect the other person to kind of pick up for you and help you out. I just sat there staring.
That's what's great about us, Gary, is we do watch each other flounder. Like, he'll get it. I'm gonna ride this out. He's gonna get this in time.
Just wait for it.
So, Gary, you reread the story, right?
I did. Yeah.
So did I. And again, so I'll say this, just get this out of the way. The story was pretty good. It was in Skeleton Crew, if I remember correctly. Am I right on that?
Yes, correct.
So Skeleton Crew is
correct, sir. Yes.
Yes. Skeleton Crew is a collection of his short stories. Some super short, some a little long. I think The Mist was a little long.
The Mist is anchoring it by taking up a good third of the actual book, I think.
And so the thing is, King has put out a lot of material. Some of it's not great. Some of it, like, there's a lot in the Skeleton Crew, in my opinion. Again, there's a lot in the Skeleton Crew that I just could have skipped. I did the audiobook. I listened to most of it. I kind of gave Gary a heads up, like, you could skip this story. It really is a zero burger. But the story wasn't bad. It just wasn't anything. This falls in the Tommy Knockers realm for me, Gary. Okay. I don't think Tommy Knockers is a great King book, and I don't think The Mist is a great story. I think Darabont was trying to find another Shawshank Redemption here, and he did not. But it's not a bad story. I mean, it's got great potential, and I think he did a pretty good job with this movie.
I think what he did was he pulled out the real theme of the story, and then not only focused on the important part of it, but also gave us an ending that like heightened the level of the actual story. I mean, without that ending,
Didn't
which is
King?
not even King said he wished he wrote that ending.
Yeah, King said that ending was better than what he wrote, and I agree. The ending was was a gut punch.
Yep, exactly. Yeah,
Which is the way I would have loved the book to have ended. I would have never thought of that as an ending. But the ending of this film pays off the whole film.
and I have found too that trying to explain that ending, just to tell somebody that ending, doesn't really capture how it feels watching the film, especially when you've seen it like for the first time and you're just experiencing the whole thing, and then it comes to that part. It's such, and like you said, it's a gut punch. It really does. Like you're like, oh man, and I can see if that, seeing that in the theater. I did not see it in the theater, but I could see leaving the theater from that. It would be like some of the horror films we've seen lately, where it's like super quiet on the way out. Like,
oh yeah.
I don't know how I feel about any of that.
Yeah, absolutely. The ending was a real like, ooh. Gary, do you want to do where you rank this film before we
Sure.
get into the discussion? Go ahead.
I'm going with this, Andy. I thought it was good.
Yeah.
There are parts of it that the ending is great. I mean, mostly because of what it does for you at the end. It really leaves you with something to talk about. But throughout the film, there are some sections that I was like,
yeah, I've got some
notes on a little long, or there's
a
little bit of issues,
a little bit of goop,
little bit of goop. But
I'll echo you with good, Gary. It's not great. Again, if you're thinking you're going to find, and again, if you haven't seen it, I mean, I don't know what's going on. I think again, Darabont was probably thought he had another Shawshank-ish type, diamond in the rough. The story itself wasn't that good, but he did a fantastic job with what he had, and I think he said like the ending alone is worth watching this movie.
For sure, yeah.
If you want, I'll run through a couple of notes I got here, just as I was watching. So I got I like in the very beginning of this movie, the guy is out on this back lawn painting. I don't know if you remember this very good. It looks like he's painting the gunslinger.
Yeah.
In the painting, and some of his other paintings, one of them looks like the Thing.
Yeah, he's got there's some little Easter eggs throughout.
So how you doing? How's your father? And I thought that was cool. I also love that the radio station that they were listening to on the way into town was WZON, which is an actual radio station that Stephen King owned up in Maine. I don't know if you knew that. I for a minute there, I was a big, super big King guy. But you had
now he's a queen. Sorry.
Get Out. I don't know if you caught the Walking Dead cast in there.
This is all right before all of that. Yeah.
Jeffrey DeMunn and Laurie
Holden. Yeah.
Holden. Yeah, can't read my own writing. So a nice little Walking Dead, some people in there. Which I'm like, I like this. 23 minutes.
Thomas Jane, by the way, was originally going to have Andrew Lincoln's role.
Oh, there you go.
I believe he was trying out for that.
There you go.
That was kind of I don't recall what exactly happened. I mean, I don't know that I have a note. I was trying to see if I had a note on that, but,
I bet Thomas Jane would have killed Negan when he had the chance.
Yeah. If you know, you know.
That's my
and if Thomas Jane was in it, he might have been like, hey, aren't we isn't the season kind of sucking? Shouldn't we? Anyway, just kidding.
I put 23 minutes in. The pacing seemed a little fast to me. And I know he's got a short window to get everything done, but it seemed like they barely knew what was going on with the mist, and they were boy, Jesus, I can't read my own writing.
It's a good thing we keep notes, right?
I mean, I'll show it to you. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Andy, I've seen your writing.
What I'm trying to say in here.
Can you hold that up a little closer?
Can you translate that?
I barely know what's going on in the mist. I didn't get far enough.
But let me see if I can break it down. I don't know. Wow, that's terrible. Anyway, it seems like it says people are wanting to fight in the back room. I can't even read that. That's me. Is that a you? Anyway, it just seemed like it moved fast compared to the book, the story. The story didn't move this fast. Like I'm always bumped when films they move forward too fast and you don't let this percolate a little bit. It seems like they went from, hey, there's a crazy mist outside to just total chaos.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know that in reality you would necessarily have that reaction. What I put in there, I put one scene I wrote down, the axe that got abandoned pretty quickly. And I was like, you probably should have kept the axe because you needed that later on when you're in the back room trying to, when tentacles are reaching in and all that.
Yeah.
And then the last note I had that I just didn't like, and this fell into the realm of when we did They Live, Gary. How, if you remember the fight scene, and this is They Live, the fight scene, and Roddy Piper wants the guy just to put sunglasses on. The guy's like, absolutely not. He's just adamant, like, this isn't going to happen. And it's just a simple thing. Just put sunglasses on. You'll see what I'm talking about. I'm not crazy. In this movie, Andre Bauer, who I think is fantastic, he's so sure that it's a crock of shite that he wouldn't even go look into the loading dock.
Yeah.
Right? All I do is go look, and you can see that shit is hitting the actual fan in the loading dock. And he's like, nah, not going to happen. This guy's full of shit. I'm not going to do it. And it's like, and if you're so damn confident that it's a crock of shit, just walk back there and prove yourself right.
Yeah.
And he's like, nah. So he gets this division with zero evidence of what I'm saying. Just,
right.
I think this guy's full of shit. It's like,
what
would it hurt to just peek through the window of the back door? Oh my God, there is something back there.
Well, the power's out, Andy. You couldn't see that.
You may be right.
The book plays that up a little better because there's a history between, that's the neighbor of Thomas Jane's character. So there's a little back and forth between those two. And then you've got two of the guys that came out that were standing at the one place, just chugging beers and getting drunk. Right. And so there's a lot of like excuses in the book for that do not play off very well in the movie. Because it would help explain that, because like you said, it's rushed. And which is funny to say that this movie is rushed when it's 126 minutes long.
Right. But they were rushing that.
Yeah.
So that gets to my pacing issue. They move too quick. But again, these negatives if you haven't seen it, watch. It's a decent film.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
I skip the book if you don't want to read the story.
I could say the same thing though about Marcia Gay Harden's character.
Yeah.
Her like they don't play enough on that to give you enough about her to where you can see why she might be swaying some of the people, and like it becomes a real kind of one group versus another scenario inside the store. But it
becomes a real Lord of the Flies quickly.
Yeah, the monsters are inside the store. They're not so much outside the store.
The call is coming from inside the house.
I thought you were going to say the password is
tater hole.
What else was I? By the way, I had seen an interview with Marcia Gay Harden not that long ago when we were kind of talking about this movie, and I don't remember. It's been a while since we actually planned for this, so it's a little less up in here, but she was talking about how she used to get hate mail sent to her because of her character addressed to the character's name, not her, which I found kind of funny. Like, man, people hated that character that much. That's hilarious. This is Carmody.
I get it too, because it was a little like, I mean, look, thankfully we've never been put in these end of the world apocalyptic situations, but like, I don't know how.
Andy, your audio volume just dropped tremendously for some reason. I'm not really sure why. Yeah.
Hold on. Does this help any?
Hey,
Does it help any?
We're gonna pause for this commercial break. And we're back. You didn't even know anything happened.
We're back.
You know that we talked about Andy's audio, and then we disappeared for a second, but we really didn't, as far as I'm concerned.
I was pushing a button.
A mist rolled in. Andy pushed a button.
Something.
Chaos.
This is why I shouldn't touch. That's why I'm a drummer. No electronic stuff.
You really shouldn't mess with
buttons. Beat drums.
That's why I never did button fly.
Hello.
Can't handle buttons.
Yo.
Anywho, so that's what. Let's move on to the series real quick, because I think it would be important to talk about that. I did mention to you there was a series. I did get us a copy so we could watch the series. And then I proceeded to watch about 15, 20
not
minutes
watch
of
the series.
episode 1 and say, this might be one of the worst things I've seen. So I'm going to leave it to you to discuss the
I can
series.
carry the load, Gary. Here's what we got. Just say Rotten Tomatoes has it sitting at 58%, which is rotten with the critics, and 45 with the studio audience. So
sorry, I threw my rating up there.
Isn't it horrible? I will go. It's bad. I reserve horrible for stuff that.
Well, I feel like if I didn't finish, it's an automatic horrible.
Yeah.
When you start weighing like other things you could do versus
like play Words with Friends or Angry Birds,
anything. I mean, a series is a commitment. A movie's one thing, but a series is a commitment.
And keep in mind, it was only one season that was not picked up for a second season.
Yeah, and how many episodes? 8, maybe.
Yeah, I believe so.
6, 8, something. Yeah, sorry, man. I tried. I'll tell you my problems with what I saw, but I think you should.
With it.
Do you have notes? Okay.
I do have notes. I have
Okay.
I have a page.
Can you read the notes?
Well,
That's problem.
So
wait,
I've
real
got
quick glance. Does it look legible?
So my writing, Gary. I go from cursive to printing, sometimes within the same word. I don't know why I do that. I don't know if it's a disability I have. Hooray! But when I'm writing it, it makes sense. When I'm reading it, I wonder what happened to did I have a stroke mid-sentence?
Right.
So yeah, I think I can read this. So let me go with so the pilot. But first of all, why do you need to change the story? Which they did. This is something you and I we beef about this with Hollywood. You have a created work already. You just got to follow it. And this one, you actually had a blueprint of a movie. You could have just followed the movie and just made it longer. I like the idea of a series of based on King's work, because King is very prolific and he's got so much work. I don't know that this needed to be done.
Yeah,
I don't know if this is the right people to do it. So, I mean, again, the Rotten Tomatoes was probably pretty accurate. So again, why do you need to change the story? Which they did. King wrote a good story. Honestly, it's a bit slow to start. I mean, 16 minutes into the first episode, I was bored. Like I was literally like, I don't know if I can make it through this thing.
That's where probably around the area I quit.
Yeah, I don't know if you would have made. You probably would have bailed for 60. I was trying. And again, I think the key indicator to me is when I start drifting towards my phone and checking my email, you've lost me.
Yeah.
So I put the phone down. I was like, focus, pay attention to your story. And it does pick up. I will say that it does pick up, but it's just so different. So in the main differences I'll talk about is in the movie, they're stranded at a grocery store. So you're confined in this one building for the most part. In the series, they're stranded at a mall with a bigger cast of characters, a bigger playground, so to speak. And then you have other storylines going on that really take you out of it. Takes you away from Stephen King. It's not a Stephen King story at this point. So I got they're stranded. They're stranded at a church. Some of the group are stranded at a church, which has its own thing. And this is where the dad. So in the movie, the father goes to the grocery store. In the series, the father goes to the church, and his attempt is he attempts to escape from there. Instead of sneaking away with groceries, they just try to escape. But a cop and a priest try to stop them. No real rhyme or reason to it. But again, in the movie, in the book, they try to sneak out, and there's the whole thing about getting the sacks of groceries and getting out the door, and there's a big fiasco.
Yeah.
You don't have that. The mall, which is where the wife who now is involved in the movie, and the daughter. And then that's
the daughter that doesn't exist in the book. Okay.
And the soldiers are there from Arrowhead, Gary.
Right.
And you have some similarities. I mean, there's still there's some of the similar things that happen in the movie happen in the mall at this point in time, but there's a whole subplot going on with the people in the mall with the a rape scenario with the daughter.
Oh, geez.
who's trapped in the mall with her accused rapist and his father. And then you get this big subdivide of some of the people believe the kid and the father, some of the people believe the daughter and the mom. And they're all trying to survive this horrific mist, but yet they're also fighting amongst themselves about, don't be alone with that kid. He's a rapist.
Yeah.
And it takes you out. You don't need it. It's not necessary. There's no reason for any of this. And that becomes a real Lord of the Flies type thing inside the mall.
Speaking of that, so you said flies. So I have a question.
Yeah.
So one of the issues, and I may have mentioned this when we talked about it before, one of the issues that I had about this show is, to me, again, I only saw like maybe 20 minutes, but to me, and the reason, this is one of the things that turned me off of it. They were making a real big point to show people like killing bugs, whether it was a fly or a roach or whatever. I don't remember the exact circumstance. I just remember there were a lot of, oh, look, another bug killing scene. I know it's supposed to be foreshadowing. I know it's supposed to come into play later. I never got that far, obviously, but it just seems so transparent to me and so like wedged in that I'm like, I was lost from the writing of that stuff already at the beginning with the terrible character work and that little wedging in of the, foreshadowing of the bug thing.
It's a little, instead of foreshadow, it's like a eclipsing. It's like telling you exactly what's going to happen down the road.
Like, talk about telegraphing something. I was like, I can't even with this show.
Right.
And I really thought you'd be the same. So I know that you're probably watching it thinking, well, if Gary's going to tough this out, I better tough it out. And I let you down.
No, it's perfectly fine. We've got one coming up in the future that I'm not going to finish.
Okay.
And I've talked to Matt about this, by the way, just so you know.
Okay. I know what you're talking about.
His request, and I'll talk to you about that later.
Yeah.
But so anyway, overall, again, I referenced Lord of the Flies, which again is a King, one of his favorite books. He's mentioned that more than once in interviews. So you kind of get that sense of that. The series itself, it isn't horrible, but it's not great. I would never say to anybody watch this unless you are just a diehard King fan and you definitely want to just see everything that he's put out or that's inspired by his works. Then watch it. You'll be disappointed, I'm pretty sure. The movie was probably enough. Let's see. The first turns into a soap opera, in my opinion. There's like a love triangle that's kind of just incestuous. It's kind of just bizarre. The only payoff at the end for me, there was a scene where there's like the ending of the movie where we enjoyed that ending scene. The ending here is not the same, but there's a payoff at the ending that you're thinking in your head, oh, I would have done this if I was at the end of this movie. And then they do it. So you're like, all right, well, that's cool. I'll take that. I'll take that ending. Was it worth the 8 hours of watching television? Absolutely not. But if you're going to watch it, the end, there's a scene at the very end of the movie that does kind of pay off. And I was like, well, okay, at least they got the ending right. So
all I know is 20 minutes in, I was like, I hope that all these bugs mutate and kill all of these people quickly. That would be the good ending.
Yeah. And the thing is, it's a pretty good idea that King has here. It's one that maybe could be fleshed out a little better. I don't know. I mean, he's got plenty of work. He doesn't need it, but the idea is good.
Yeah.
The bones are good at this. It just, the movie, the TV series doesn't pay off for me. It's just not worth. So I'd say watch the movie, read the short story. You could skip the series.
That would be the order.
The order.
Number one, just watch the movie. If you want to see the history, like what caused that, what the thing it was pulled from. Yeah. Read the story.
Yeah.
And then if you still like that, don't watch the series.
If you want to see how great Darabont can be, just go watch The Shawshank Redemption. It shows why the man is a freaking master at filmmaking, at least in that instance. That's all I got, Gary. I don't know what else you want to talk about with this one. It was fun. Luckily, with my shoulder surgery, I've had plenty of time to sit and watch.
I think that might be the only reason that you got through the series.
It is. I've been off work for a while and I have nothing. I'm like, I'm running out of stuff to watch, Gary.
Well, Well, thanks everybody. Please like, comment, subscribe, and go down in the comments and let us know, what did you think of the 2007 adaptation of Frank Darabont's film, The Mist?
Or
And
the
did you
series.
see the series?
Yeah, I mean, I would love someone to chime in if they watch the series and
Yeah, I'm
agree or
curious
disagree.
to
Tell
see.
me, am I misreading something?
Tell me if I missed out.
Gary, you did not. You did not.
I know, I'm pretty sure I
You did not, Gary.
Spoiler alert. Thanks, everybody. Say goodbye, Andy.
Jeez.
This has been a Touch of Madness production, brought to you by the creative minds at Tommy Twins Media.